Content Catchup.
Friends, enemies, friends. Friends and enemies, welcome to episode 20, Associates, whatever you want to call you. Episode 20 of Season 3. Jesus, we are flying through these. It's great to bloody get a few episodes in a row, but Jules, welcome to the show. You've had a bit of a wild last half an hour, but good to see you.
Good to see you, Michael. Friends, enemies, associates, named partners. It's been a wild 30 minutes.
Zero named partners. Yeah, talk us through it.
Well,
just
briefly, we were supposed to kick this podcast off about 40 minutes ago. I was sitting at my desk at 4:50, ready to go. We've been trying to let the cats outside a little bit more. You know, get them. They like it. They like hanging out, especially Max the cat. Next thing I hear, Marnes call me, Jules. So I run outside. Jules, Max is under the house. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? How the fuck are we going to get him out? Fucking Max. Anyway, so after about 20 minutes of trying, he comes to where he ran in, but won't come out. So I go get the hammer and I pull a weatherboard off this house so we have more of a gap for him to come out. But then he ran back into the middle of the fucking area for another 15 minutes. And then eventually, Marnie had a great idea of getting this laser toy that he loves and just putting it on. And he just came and he had cobwebs all over his face, like ridiculous.
What an idiot.
So if anyone would love a cat, he's very well behaved. I'll put the link in our bio and you can actually adopt him.
Cat link in bio. You can't do it. He's part of your family, but
genuinely take him.
If I'm hearing this story properly, that's 2 eggs in a row for our good friend Mars. Because last week, if you heard on the intro, brilliant episode with Caitlin Arnold, but the intro let off the smoke alarm. And this week, you've interrupted our podcast flow again by letting the stupid cat out and therefore getting stuck under the house. Early egg to Mars.
We almost need to dial her in and have a deep chat with her.
So yeah, I mean we've got a loose rule of no Carlton guests, right? But Marnie could be our guest now that she's at the Geelong Cat. So maybe in the future we can get her on and pretend like we're going to talk about content, but in actual fact we're going to question about these last couple of weeks.
Would we have her sit at her desk just there?
You got a mic, so you can go in through Zoom and see the back of your head. Actually, speaking back of your head, you're wearing a beautiful piece of merch.
Yeah.
You want to talk us through it?
Yeah, shout this out. Hey, also, shout out, I don't know if he listens to our Indigenous Liaison Coordinator, early boss of the week, Jethro Kalmahol.
I told him about the pod the other week, so he could be listening.
Yeah, I think he knows about it. I don't know if it's his...
go-to.
If it's something he'd listen to, yeah. But anyway... he's our Indigenous Liaison Coordinator at Carlton, and he's done a great job. It's Indigenous round, so Doug Nichols round 1, part of it, this week, and he's organised a whole bunch of stuff. And part of the things he did yesterday, he brought two clubs together in Essendon and Carlton, and he participated in Essendon's Long Walk, which is a big tradition, and went down and saw him and got one of these great Long Walk jumpers from... House of Darwin, which is another incredible Indigenous-owned business that really supporting the community up in the Northern Territory. So, this is great design. I'm a bit nervous about white though.
Yeah,
I'm very nervous.
Yeah, that's a good point. But it's worth the risk, and you're wearing it fabulously. It's fun to be able to say, "What are you wearing tonight, Jules?"
And not just be black.
Yeah, you do typically go the black dark shades.
This is the longest intro in history, but I had old Michael Barker come up to me in the office. I always wear pretty much black to the office.
Grey.
And he's like, can you get some colour in your wardrobe? The next 3 or 4 days, what were you wearing, Barks?
I was inspired by you heavily. I think it was black on black, black on grey,
or
black
grey.
on navy blue. It's all right.
And when he really felt it, like spicing it up, it was a bit of white. So
yeah, it's not too often, but as you're sinking that humongous beer on a Sunday, just getting ready to go over to your lovely parents' house. Part of this intro I wanted to bring up was our discussion during the week, Jules, and we wanted to save it for recording before we fought during our work day, because it would be a bit of a distraction.
Because we do enough fighting at the work day.
Bit distracting to our colleagues, but I forgot what context I said this to you, but I said, Jules, this looks great. It was something our channel's posted, but why is it not in 4:5 ratio? Because I am a stickler for if photos are posted in a 1:1 ratio, so a square. I'm sure listeners know what I'm talking about. I have a strong dislike for it. I think 4:5 looks far better. And then Jules responded that 4:5 is overrated. So I'll give you the floor first, Julian. Why is 4:5 overrated? Yeah.
I'll stick to this. Yeah. I think 4:5 is overrated. I think it's a stupid ratio. I think it's a bullshit ratio that someone decided one day, like, yeah, this square's just really not working for me. Let's make 4:5. What is 4:5? No, where did 4:5 come from? It makes no sense.
But you agree it looks better, right, though? It takes up more room?
On one potential platform. And my counter argument to this was that it doesn't fucking matter anyway, because Instagram's switching to 9:16 for everything anyway.
So I'm glad you brought that up. So are we going to continue to post 1:1?
Well, we won't be able to because they're switching to full screen.
You'll probably put like black borders on it.
Yeah, I will. Just to piss you off.
Anyway,
no, okay. Like logically, this is my reasoning, and I'll say it. So the 1:1 ratio is most convenient across multiple platforms, and it fits well on all of them.
Okay.
That's my logic. Rather than have to have 3 different versions of one thing, one particular video, we have the 1:1 ratio that works well across all 3. Of course, that doesn't take into account TikTok and Reels where we use 9:16, and I think that's a travesty when people do 16:9 on those formats.
Yes,
but 4:5 sits in the black zone of like not really. Yeah, it just doesn't. It's not as necessary as like, yeah.
What if you just talk just Instagram?
Just Instagram?
Yeah.
I still value the 1:1 better.
Why? I want to hear this reason though. So take out the reasoning, the multi-platform reasoning. Why would you post a 1:1 photo as opposed to a 4:5?
It's just easier. It's easier to set up. It's going to appear well in the grid. You're not going to have to worry about where the head placement is, so it doesn't get cut off in the grid. You can schedule it without worrying about whether it's going to scale in or scale out. I think it's just simpler. And I don't think it detracts from the general user's experience as much as...
I just wanted to keep groaning in your ear.
Groaning. Look, I do appreciate that 4:5 does look better, but from a practicality, it's just not worth it.
I think...
That's my hot take.
Oh, I don't know if it's hot. I'm sure it's shared by other people. I think you shouldn't worry too much about the grid. I think I love a good grid, but you shouldn't be worried about a head placement if that's the reason why you're choosing it over 4:5. In my opinion, I think 4:5 because it takes up more room. The photos are going to look better, especially for simple in-game photos of a goal celebration, for example. That's going to take up more real estate, going to look a lot better. And to me, 1:1 just looks... I'm going to say it looks amateur, and that's my opinion. But yeah, I think we'll definitely fight about it in the future.
Oh, we definitely will, and I'll agree to disagree.
Yeah,
but look, I don't hate 4:5. I just don't bother with it. That's my long and the short of it.
Well, listeners, let us know what you think. I can't stand it. I'm gonna go out there with a strong take on it, but yeah, we've sort of just have no real conclusion. It's just agreeing to disagree that you'll probably understand that you're wrong.
My final closing point on that is that it's useless for Facebook ads. You can't use them.
1:1. Oh, sorry, 4:5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for
if I have to get you to cut up something that I can use across all 3 platforms and in ads, I'm just going to go 1:1.
Probably a good reflection of your role of multiple platforms, whereas I'm just talking as someone who's scrolling Instagram, and if I see a 1:1 photo, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Get that shit off.
I think if I was supplied a 4:5 photo, I wouldn't go and cut it down to a square. I'm just not going to make them myself. Same with the video. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but I feel like... Correct me if I'm wrong, but surely when you're posting a photo, just a simple, really nice photo, don't you have it in say it was taken in landscape, isn't it just literally leaving it square or pressing that little triangle thing and making it 4:5, and that's the difference, right?
Yeah, that's when you manually post. If you just got it set up to auto post, I don't know if they've accommodated, and I'm happy to be wrong and to be told. Maybe the social sandwich can chime in with something and say, oh no, actually if you auto publish it, it will accommodate for it. But from my experiences, it just never seems to work.
Yeah. All right, enough on that. Well, anyway, let us know what you think. And I think Edwin...
I think that was pretty civil, Barks.
That was really civil. That's what we want. Well, actually, no, it's more viewers if we fight, probably.
Yeah, you fuckwit.
Let's go into what we've seen during the week, and I'll let you, my good wrong friend, kick us off.
I've only got a couple of small ones this week. Just a couple of things that caught my eye. This was from Amy Elizabeth, who's done some work for the WNBA. Previously worked at the Hornets and the White Sox. But I just thought these graphics were... And these are from a little while back. Sorry, they're just getting to them a couple of weeks ago. But the quality of these graphics are amazing. Like, the theming, the, like, elements that are included. That second one, I love the use of the Instagram images behind. They've gone 4.5 in those ones, just as a side note.
Of course.
But I also really like and it's a big trend at the moment, but these like blurry kind of backgrounds with elements flying in. I really like that. I think it's just a clean image. Like, that's really cool. And the Sue Bird one, also very, very nicely done. Like, obviously didn't have as many stock photos as they had it with that previous example, but have made it like a really clear, like, infographic type thing with still plenty of elements happening. Nice cityscape in the background, consistency of theming with the swoosh throughout. I think it's just, this is really good work. Like,
yeah,
it's really clean.
There you go, on the same page. I want to know why do we enjoy seeing social media? So, like, why do we enjoy seeing social posts on a social post? Don't you think that's weird? Like, we do it.
Yeah. I think it breaks like some imaginary fourth wall that we imagine exists. You know what I mean? Like, you know when someone in a movie talks directly to the camera?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you should do that. Like,
yeah,
you should do that.
I just thought of it then. Well, looking this middle example, and it's strange because we've done it in videos. I've done it with videos. How you make like a video of social media. It's like, you're making a video of social media to put on social media, and people seem to like it.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
It's a bit strange.
But it's just food for thought. But no, this is really cool, Amy. If you listen, keep it up. Loving it.
You fade out if you listen. Yeah, no, great work from Amy. That's some quality stuff.
And this second one is something that we've spoken about, I think, on a previous episode, but always love it when it pops back up. So this is Nascar social. As part of something for Mental Health Awareness Month, it's just a very simple tweet. They've actually taken a screenshot of their notes to get it all across. And it reads this: NASCAR social. Everyone needs a pit stop. The NASCAR social team will be out of office May 12, 2022 for Mental Health Awareness Month. We will be back tomorrow. Thank you, the NASCAR social team. Love it.
I think that's simple. I really like that, because you often will sort of think, oh, what can we put out there just to for this one it's mental health awareness, and this one's really simply like whether they all took the day off or not, but it's like making content out of yourselves.
Yeah, rather than have to like go and get an athlete or whatever that might be.
Yeah,
I think people resonate with the fact that we are working full blown, like we don't stop.
It's a bit of irony that's just one day.
Yeah. Irony of the month. But better than nothing. Like, you're right, whether they actually switched off or not, but at least that gives them the opportunity to maybe turn off social and do something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought relevant.
Very easy opportunity to just make a post out of drawing awareness to taking some time off. Good stuff.
And that's my content for the week, everyone.
Well done.
And that's
well
the
done.
content catch-up.
Content catch-up. Second part of the content catch-up. Don't forget me, Jules. A fun sort of theme. Fun content when you're shit. And I thought I'd bring in close to home bit of content, and this is from a few weeks ago. I don't think you've improved much, is the Essendon Football Club, but we've talked about what fans think of content when the team's not performing well, and you and me share an opinion of, I think it's fine, like people need to get over it, they're human, they're whatever, but I wanted to put the theory to the test. So this was 2 weeks ago, and Essendon probably the talk of town just for being the worst team in the AFL at the minute.
So bad.
Nothing was going right. But anyway, they've got their your cool
Nothing was going right except Peter.
Except for Peter, right. Yes, all done. Anyway, so they put up a simple graphic. Shut up, Jules. You shouldn't laugh at that. Yeah, they've put up a graphic. Your player of the week for the third time. And then they've done this silly social media trend. For every 20 likes, we'll make Big Pete bigger. Photoshopping, mate, P right, continuously gets bigger. So ignore the fact that you work in this industry. Take yourself back to May 10. So 2 weeks ago, they're playing terribly, but someone's won a player of the week. Good for them. And they've gone out here and just made this stupid tweet. Do you care as a fan? Not a content creator. Do you care as a fan? Or do you just sort of scroll past and
No, I don't care.
Yeah.
I think it's harmless, right? Like, it's stupid.
It's stupid and harmless, but it's just like, it's just like,
you got to do something.
Yeah. Well, these kind of trends just feels like time fillers. So it's like, maybe they're purposely doing just to draw attention from them being their shit performance. But, yeah, anyway, it doesn't need to be much of a talking point, but it's interesting thought I'd put you on the spot to see if things like this, as a fan, you even care about.
Well, let's flip it. Like, if it was the Clippers and they'd just come off like a 30-game losing streak and they did something similar with like Kawhi, would you be pissed off? Or would you just be like,
No, it's very dependent on who you are as a person, like who you are as a fan. So like, I wouldn't care, but like, if you try to really put your nuffy hat on and if they've done something bad, I could understand a really simple sort of thought as you scrolled past, like, oh, why are they doing this on this week? Like, they know they're upsetting. Why are they choosing to do this now? But like, I personally don't care. I just can understand that. Yeah. But anyway, that's about it from me. You're welcome.
Yeah. Probably my only thing to Essendon is that like it's been done before. Do something different with it. Like, do the trend. All for doing the trend. But do something different. Like, make him smaller. Fuck, he's a tall guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, go the opposite direction.
These trends are so strange. And it's hard. Yeah. It's hard to imagine what can start that. Like, it's just funny when whatever the first team did it. It's just like, oh, that's clever. But then everyone does it. And it's like, yeah, all right. You're a bit late.
If you're the first person that did that and you're listening to the show, or you know the first person that did that, I'm not talking about the AFL. I want to know.
Or any trend.
I want to know who you are.
Any stupid trend like
if you started a trend.
That's a good... I don't know if we'd get much, but a bit of a new segment. What trend did you start? I don't know if we'd get anything, but...
I started a trend.
What?
Terrible photoshops of the BBL. You can look it up.
Yeah, I don't know how to like put a timestamp on that, though.
Yeah, you could just go back through tweets. It'd probably be the easiest way.
Yeah, anyway, all right.
Yeah, if you're a trend. All right, come on. All right, we're going to roll through these ones pretty quick because we did have a long episode with the amazing Caitlin Arnold last week. But, Barks, I actually... it was an inopportune time to have a coughing fit. I actually... You're going to be really disappointed in me. I reckon this is the first week that I have not had an egg for breakfast.
Oh, you're talking realistically.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean we can't have egg of the week, everyone.
All right. Yeah, well done. I'm going to...
All right, Bucks, you're kicking us off.
I saw this during the week that I found very funny. If a player gets injured for the rest of the season, what would you typically put out? Just a bit of a photo.
Prayers up.
Yeah, prayers up. Well, it's along this line. Funny you make a joke of prayers up. I want to take you to the world of cricket.
Cutter Riders.
Pat Cummins, and I believe the context is because, correct me if I'm wrong, but so Pat Cummins is signed with this, he's with his IPL team, and they may have made the big deal to it because they're typically only there for like one season or whatever. It's like, it's a bit of a, like...
Mate, they make so much cash.
Yeah, like it's a bit of a what's the word? Like they're there for one season. It's like, oh wow, Pat Cummins is yeah. But anyway, so what are they called? I don't know. The Night Riders.
Night
Riders in the IPL have put together. So sorry, background. Pat Cummins will miss the remainder of the IPL 2022, owing to a minor hip injury. No, anyway, so he's got a minor hip injury that's taking him out of the season. Have a speedy recovery, Pat Cummins. We will miss you. And instead of just a photo, they've put together this extraordinary video acting like the bloke's passed away. And I'm not being dramatic. Let's watch it. So the slow-mo's the start. It's just a hip injury. The music.
Oh, shit.
I don't understand it. I'm going to keep watching it, but this is up there for egg of the year so far.
Yeah, this is horrible.
it's not.
He's not dead.
I just want to say huge thanks to everyone.
Sure,
it's
put
great
this in.
Most of the size is similar to last year. It feels like you're coming back home. And thanks for looking after the family and to everyone, players, staff, hotel staff. It's been a great 5-6 weeks. So all the best for the last 2 games. I'll be cheering on. Hopefully make the final still.
Oh my god! And the waving in the door.
it's a minor. We're running it. It's a minor. Let's put a focus on the minor bit. It's a minor hip injury. The bloke isn't dead.
Jesus,
I'm done. I'm fed up with that. That's big A.
Oh my god, that's
good though.
I don't know about that. That's That's special. That's special content.
That's special. Let's have a quick see what everyone else thought.
No one cared.
No one cared. All right. Second quick egg submitted by Casey. She's not a fan of. I don't know. You probably saw during the week the Instagram's going to maximum of 3 stories and then they collapse. So that will, it'll affect people like us, I guess, who cover game day and they won't be able to show the story of game day.
So. What do you mean? They'll go to 3 and then they'll collapse.
Oh, you didn't see?
No, I didn't see.
Oh, good digital manager.
Good social media manager. I am, yeah.
No, so apparently they're going to the Instagram stories are going to collapse after 3 stories. So you've got a maximum of 3 slides until they auto collapse, which will basically look like this little example, and you'll have to expand all to see the rest of it. So I assume that's just to stop those really annoying Instagram stories where they've got like 15 and 20 little lines. But Casey isn't happy with that. She's egging that. Quick thought.
I agree. I think it's pretty detrimental to it's detrimental in a lot of ways. But it on the other hand, does it make you really think about stories of like what you're actually putting in there?
Yeah, that's true. Because people probably spam it.
Yeah, you put a lot on it. I do think it will impact a coverage of an event.
Like if you've got a blue tick, you can.
Yeah, I don't know. You're just going to have to think about new ways to do it. Maybe they're just like, rather than put a story up, you put a reel up prior to the game of everything that happened. And that's the way to go.
It's probably like a small reason or a hidden reason why they're doing it, to be honest.
Yeah, probably. Something to think about.
Yeah, ever adapting world as we know it. Quick egg boss from you. What have you got?
A quick egg boss. So I've seen this guy a number of times on... I think he's on Twitter a fair amount, and he's hilarious because what he does is that he finds people who are like got really stupid takes on things, and then he'll create a fake like Facebook account pretending to be the company that they're responding to. And this all makes sense. So in this instance, he's done it for the LA Kings for Ida Hobbit round in 2022. So Ida Hobbit is the International Day Against Homophobia. Oh, I'm going to fuck that up. But it's International Day Against Homophobia, plus some other things, which I'm sorry, I can't remember at the moment. So the LA Kings do like a whole thing. They put on a light show with the LGBTQIA plus flag. They wear some merchandise that represents that as well. And they posted about it on their social media. Probably just roll this and be fairly self-explanatory.
The hockey team, the Los Angeles Kings, shared a Facebook post in support of International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia, and Transphobia, saying hate has no place in hockey. And somebody commented and said, sorry, as a Christian, I don't hate them at all. I just can't follow down that road according to Romans chapter 1, verses 26 through 32. So I made a LA Kings Facebook page and responded and said Romans was written in 57 AD, when girls could be married at the age of 12. If you had a baby back then and couldn't afford it, you could just leave it on the street for somebody else to take. Are you aligned with those views as well? And they wrote back and said, I believe in heaven and hell. I believe Jesus rose again, and I follow the laws of my country today. If my country tells me to break my God's laws, please believe when I say I won't follow that law. According to Leviticus 19:19, God's law says not to wear clothing woven from 2 different kinds of material. You'll have to return that 50% cotton, 50% polyester LA King shirt you bought from us. The hockey team, the Los Angeles Kings.
People have a lot of time on their hands.
Yeah, but this guy does it for like so many different accounts. It's the first time I've seen him do it for a sports one, so I thought I'd share it. So egging the person trying to troll the LA Kings and bossing Ben Palmer.
That's a good one.
It's an incredible one.
We'll keep an eye on that. See if he does any others. Good little idea for a TikTok page.
Oh, he's really funny. He's been around for a bit, but that's the first one.
Yeah,
and sometimes you get into an argument of like the actual account and him being like, no, we're the real one, listen to us. And he's like, no, I'm the real one, listen to it.
That's even better. Boss of the week.
Good segue.
Good segue, yeah. Boss, he's a bit of a boss. I'm going to quickly rattle off a few. There's no visual example, but I wanted to boss the AFLW pay increase. So some are earning up to, if you didn't hear, some players are earning up to 94% of what their salary is, which is obviously massive. But I mean, it's also a bit of a egg because we have these things that it's sort of like, yeah, well done. And it's only for a season if I'm understanding correctly, but it's also just like what they were earning and still are earning to a degree. Well, not to a degree, it's still a joke. So, egg boss, just wanted to raise it.
Yeah.
AFL teams for Indigenous round. We shouted out our man Jethro before, but I just wanted to comment 2 things that I thought were really cool. That so every year AFL and a lot of other leagues obviously have their Indigenous round. 2 things I thought were really cool. Melbourne Football Club are renaming themselves to NAM, which is very incredible, and they had a massive part of their website and sort of did a lot of content just to draw recognition and exposure to what the land they're on and things like that. So that was really cool. And they go...
Did you... Sorry, you keep going.
No, go on.
I was going to say, did you notice that even on the broadcast, they weren't listed as MEL? Yeah. They had NAR.
And what's really cool about that, we're watching a game... Sorry, just a quick little diversion. We're watching a game Friday night and we were sitting with one of Elise's sisters that obviously didn't watch footy, and she's like, oh, who are the NAM Football Club? And then you just go on to explain it. So a thing like that if it's just on the TV,
good conversation starter.
Yeah, and that's exactly why they do it. Well, part of it. Second, Hawks played today and their song was sung in Indigenous language. How cool is that?
Perfect. I reckon this has been one of the best Indigenous rounds that I've seen in a long time. Like, clubs are really
good
and
call.
Content creators, well done. Like, they're really pushing the standard. Like, I think we've probably going to be a bigger talking point, but I think we've come to the point now that everyone's done the groundwork, the usual content of like, here's our jumper, for so many years, and now that everyone's looking, okay, what's the next thing that we can do?
It's a bit repetitive.
How can we make this better? Yeah,
that's a good point. You can tell.
And you're seeing a lot more traditional language come through, which is great.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, great point. We've got a minute.
Yeah. Oh shit. Quick one. Libba on the membership. Quick.
Oh, he's
Libba,
holding the sign, street sign?
Holding the sign. Yeah, honk for the dogs. Old Libba. All right, that's great another boss. Okay, quick. Let's wrap this up, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into the Content Catchup episode 20. Content Cappuccino episode 20. It's been a pleasure bringing you this episode. We hope you enjoyed it, and as always, you'll be able to tune into all the examples via our YouTube. see all the visual examples rather. That's probably the better way to say it. I've got 30 seconds, so I'm really panicking here. Barks, it's been a pleasure seeing you over the last 40 minutes. I'll see you tomorrow at work. Everyone else, take care of yourselves. Listen, subscribe, share. We love you all. Goodbye.
Great speed outro. Thank you. Goodbye.